She said, just lean back, okay?
Just lean, whatever you do, lean back and hold on tight, is what I said. And she looked at me in pure horror.
Yeah, it was sort of like a running joke throughout our friends that, oh, you know, why don't Sarah and Hannah, you two should just date? But we were both like, no, we've known each other since we were freshmen in high school, and it was never something that we actually thought would happen. But when the world shut down, we would have these weekly syncs with our friend group, and Hannah and I just started talking more and more. And
I proposed to Sarah 3 months after dating.
Yeah, it was 3 months.
We were not around a lot of our family and friends. Our families actually didn't meet until our wedding.
But I think what was really special was you and I were able to build a relationship that would have never happened had I had to be in an office somewhere. When I studied history in college, I was a big film history buff, and I found the eBell actually on the Knot, just searching historical venues. It's a community club that was founded for women.
With her mix of loving history, I am in social work, I am all for women empowerment. It was the perfect mesh of our two worlds colliding.
When I learned that a lot of films and movies and TV shows had been shot at the eBell, I was like, we have to somehow showcase that. I'd seen some uses of this beautiful wall in the courtyard at eBell. I said, you know, we have to project a movie here. And that's where the idea of Casablanca came in. You can't get much more Hollywood than that.
I wanted to have a Jewish wedding, and Sarah wanted to have a Jewish wedding, even though she's not Jewish yet. Yet. Keyword.
I can't believe you told him that.
It's okay. So we had a huppah, and a huppah is something that you get married under, and the talit that we used on top of the huppah was actually my dad's. We had the ketubah signing. Our entire family was around us.
Close friends and family.
Yeah.
And I was able to incorporate my stepmom and her family into that because my stepmom's sister's husband is also Jewish, so they sat at the table as well, and they signed the ketubah, which I thought it was great to like be able to include someone from my side as well.
I stepped on the glass and my heels were like this long, so I had to hold on to Sarah, and I was like, please just do not let me fall. And I stepped on it, and we actually have it in our
mezuzah.
Mezuzah, thank you.
I'm more Jewish than you are.
We thought about canceling the wedding every week for probably a month leading up to the wedding. I wanted us to just get married outside on the beach because it became so stressful.
When you factor in bringing all those people together for the first time during COVID, we had a lot of people that we were hoping to be there that were not able to be there.
And that really honestly sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm so happy we went through with it, and all of our friends and family can come to a renewal.
Yeah.
It will be outside in a public area.
Maybe
so regardless of pandemic
or
whatever is happening in this world, everyone can come, even if they have to sit like 50 yards away. I have just one younger brother, and we're very close. He wasn't very accepting when I first came out. And I was reflecting on Prop 8. When that prop happened, that's when I remember my brother and I started to reconnect.
I just remember like the justice, like the final closing argument of that case, which granted equality nationwide. I thought, man, that was such a powerful speech. And as I was reading it, I remember I got emotional. I started crying, and I was like, how cool would it be if when we have our wedding, if we opened with reading this?
It felt only
Full
right,
circle.
for Andrew to read it at our wedding. So it was just so perfect. We did the hora. Most of my friends were saying that was the first time they ever did the hora. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just like grabbing each other and going in circles.
Everybody loves that. To this day, people still talk about the hora. Like, that was the most fun way to kick off.
They said that was the most fun way, or the time they got COVID. Those are the two statements we get.
I remember the next morning, you know, we were cleaning up the hotel, we were driving home. I'm probably gonna cry now, but like we were driving on Sunset Boulevard, and I looked at Hannah. I said, Hannah, everyone was right. That really was the best day of my life.
So just trust yourself.
Yeah, and have fun.